We live in a world that is constantly being divided by every trick and scheme of the enemy. Racial oppression has divided us. Economic inequality has divided us. Political injustice has divided us. Status and position have divided us. Culture and class have divided us. These divisions have not brought healing to our land. These divisions have merely caused us to hate with a deeper hate, distrust with a more cynical distrust, destroy with a greater destruction. The condition of our land and country must now bring us to our knees, 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 to our knees. There is a spiritual awakening happening throughout our nation. And this spiritual awakening will only happen when we kneel to pray. Oh Lord, teach us how 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 to pray.
We're friends, I know. Hey, but why does it hurt now that you've got hurt? We took it there, but we're never official. Our love's about to blossom where feelings grow. Oh. Let's just kiss and not think about it, babe. It's not to think about it. It's my last time being with you like this. So talk about it. The borders are set, it's back to friends. Minus benefits. Yeah. How I feel is so irrelevant. It's a shame you got somebody serious. I'm happy for you if you're curious. If you're thinking about it, yeah. Took it there, never official. But love's bound to blossom where feelings grow. Let's just kiss and not think about it, babe. Let's just kiss and not think about it. It's my last time being with you like this. Back to friends, not with benefits, Lord. How I feel is so irrelevant. Let's just kiss.
That's how you coming in today. Yeah, everybody. I hope I am visible and I hope can be seen by everybody today. And welcome to Saturday. It's another Saturday. It's another good time again to be together. Yes, as my twin is not here, by the way, today. Umzo, man. Umzo won't be joining us today because he's got some commitments that he had to attend to. Not that we are not important, by the way. He is actually attending some of the family and the business parts that is very important for him to attend. So I know that it's always easy when Umzo around and we actually just able to talk with each other and be able to share the experience with you. So today is going to be another nice day. And I mean, Pick up, by the way, I wanted just to say this good thing that happened in the last week. Dr. Pengu, this guy Uvusmozi, actually watched our show for 2 weeks that we were talking about MIT Inventor. And we were sharing about how to create app using MIT Inventor. He actually, he learned this thing. And then when he learned it, and what was nice about it, he then created his own app. And I mean, the app is actually a very good app. It's called Katsi Eat. You can just imagine if you are a person in a Katsi, a township, and you want to buy a magwinya. One thing that we know for the fact that if you want to buy a magwinya, you won't be able to go into Uber or Mr. Delivery and say you can buy a magwinya, but they don't have a magwinya. So this young man, talking, I'm going to try to get him to actually feature him so he can actually take us through his code and how he created it from what he learned. He created something called Katsi Eat, and we're now going to be working with him, and a couple of people are going to work with him to actually launch it officially. So that at least then we have our own. You know, the fourth industrial revolution, it's only going to be nice if ever we can start doing our own thing. In the township, in a rural area, coming up with our apps, coming up with a good way of actually expressing ourselves, a good way to work with our own things. So big up to Doc Ovusmoz for his invention and his good work that he has done in creating his own app. And I'm really looking forward to it being launched soon and being something that is going to be used with other people. So today we're going to try to avoid to have technical issues. I'm just going to assure you that we're going to try very hard to make sure we don't have technical issues, because today I'm very excited. For the first time, we're going to have a DJ, a live DJ, who's going to be playing for us. Not that she's a DJ, by the way. She's one of the young stars on the DJ, growing up and doing very good stuff. And you can catch her on Facebook. Sometimes she does play and have a little show of herself on Facebook. And then we're going to have another very young trainer who's actually working with GoDigitalSA Foundation to train other young stars around doing block coding and coming up with the block coding and understanding that. So if ever you are joining us by yourself today, it's probably better just get your 5-year-old, get your 15-year-old, get your 10-year-old, let them come and see that this is even possible in their level. Because the people who are featuring today, the DJ, she's going to be 15, she's about 15, that's how young she is. And she's doing a very interesting job in the local songs, international song, very nice mixture that you're going to be hearing today. And then the trainer who is, DJ Wedge today is going to be Tina-Malaika. She's in Gauteng and she's joining us live in Gauteng. And our trainer is going to be specific as in KZN. She will be joining us live in KZN. So we've got a very nice show of how this technology works in different regions, different provinces, in different countries. We will start even showing that when we carry on. So I want us just to maybe test a little bit. I want us to test to hear Tina-Malaika saying hello before she starts playing her music. I don't know if ever, Tina, can you just say hello? Just say hello. Just want to make sure that you can hear you clearly before we start playing for us. I will wait for her to say hello. I will wait for her to say hello. You know, it's nice to work with young stars. I'm learning something. They kind of like very versatile. They always come up with new things and new ways of doing things. So today it's very interesting when you're preparing this. We're trying to balance and trying to make sure that they understand what I'm asking them to do. But they're always telling me, no, don't worry, I've prepared. I know what I'm doing. Tina, hello.
How are you?
Yay, I am good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. How is the crazy Gauteng? Oh, sorry, cold Gauteng. How is it today?
It's empty.
Yeah?
The roads are empty. And the sun shining today, we get a bit of sunlight.
At least you are getting a slice sunshine. I know when it's in the afternoon, then it goes into minus to 10, 5, and then goes minus sometime. And I'm sure it's very cold these days.
Please.
Yeah. Okay. So before I let you start playing, Tina, I want just specifically to say hello. Specifically, can you say hello to everybody?
Hello.
Hello. I can hear your voice nice and clear. Okay, guys, both of you are my guests today. Mzo could not join us today, unfortunately. And as a result, then, yeah, so I'm by myself. Letu will come in when I ask him to come in, when I feel very lonely. And we've got everybody on Facebook, by the way, anticipating today's program, because they really want to hear Tina playing, and they want to hear specifically giving us a very good training around block coding. So I want you guys to have fun. I want you guys to enjoy, knowing very well that the whole world is watching you and is really giving you an opportunity to become stars and become the big people that you are. So Tina, are you going to be ready to play now, or should I carry on, or you want to hit it now?
I'm ready.
Yay, let's hear your music. I'm all yours, by the way. I want you to do your thing. Do your thing. I'm giving you some time. I will start then with 10 past 12.
Yes, one is.
Wow, Tina. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, okay. So that was the first part, by the way, Tina. Don't run away from me because I'm going to give you another second part and I want us to really even pump it more. You did a very good job, my girl. I love it. And I love it. And I'm sure I will ask Uncle Letty in the background to start sharing some of the other good work you're doing so that people can even know. They can join me sometime if you're playing live by yourself on Facebook. So now I'm gonna be moving on, and I want us to then start doing the work of today. And Kirsty, are you still there?
Yes.
It's like when you're in this, I don't know. I mean, I've never been to one, but I've seen some of the festivals on TV. They always ask, "Are you there? Are you there?" Specifically.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you're gonna be taking us through how to do the block coding. By the way, what grade are you doing? What grade? Grade number?
I'm gonna do grade 7.
You're going to be doing grade 7. So what grade are you doing now? Is what I want.
I'm
That's
doing
cool, by
grade.
the way. That's cool. So that you can be clear. Because maybe there's a lot of grades.
I'm doing grade 7.
You're doing grade 7. That's what I wanted to hear. Wow, okay, that's good. So next year you're going to grade 8.
Yes.
Grade 8 is high school, yeah?
Yes.
Oops. Okay, that's big. That's good. Okay, that's good then. So when did you start doing this coding thing, this block coding?
When I was 6, grade
When you were
1.
when
Yeah,
you were 6. Wow. I mean, this is like 6. Wow. How old are you now?
turning 13.
You're turning 13. That means you have been coding for how many years then? Block coding for how many years? When you were 6, so 13. How many years? Please help me.
I'm going for it now.
You're counting. Wow. You're supposed to know this. I thought your maths would be good too because you're coding.
Yeah, it is. It's just,
No, okay.
I'm seeing if I'm correct with my answer. Just double check.
Okay. Well, we
It's
will
been
double
7
check.
years.
7 years. We can double check for you. Why are you doubting yourself? Miss 7 years of coding, block coding. So basically, can you be able to share your screen? Because I know that some of the things you're gonna do with us, they're gonna go on screen. So when you are sharing your screen and you start to train us, remember, some of us have never done this before. You will have to be very slow for us, and you will have to just take us step by step, okay?
Okay.
That's good, Michael. So you must share your screen then, if ever you can. Let me just check. Yes, you should be able to do it now. Let me just move myself away from here. Okay. That is interesting. That is good. So I can see this one. This is a browser. So we start from a browser. So you're going to take us from here. And I'm going to take it over to you. Sometimes I will ask questions because maybe I'm not understanding and I need you to help me. So when I ask questions, if you can just answer me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, over to you then. You're going to speak now, and I will just listen to you now and learn from you.
Okay. So as you can see, we are starting at Google, the browser. You don't have to start at Google. You can start at any websites, well, like Microsoft. So I'm gonna start at Google. You're gonna write down code.org. So yes, and if you press enter, it will take you to this screen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can see the screen. I can see the screen. The screen has got a lot of kids who've got tablets on their head. Is that one that you're supposed to see?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So before we start learning, you have to sign in so it saves the work that you're doing. So you press sign in on the side, then you type in your email. Once you've typed in your email, it should take you to different kind of stuff, like different codes you can do and what you're going to do. Sorry, just typing in my password.
Okay.
Okay, so once you're here and you have the screen, as you can see, it says dashboard, my dashboard. When you go on my dashboard, you would see that it has different projects that you've been working on and continue with if you've already signed in.
Okay.
But if you
So the dashboard is like, my dashboard is like all the things that you have been doing, and it gives you the history of what you've been doing.
yes, and it sticks on the same level as you had.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for the clarity.
So what you're going to do from here is go onto the course catalog. And then here is the dance party, and this is what we're going to be doing today. So
But I can see there's more of the other ones. So there is like a lot of other things I can do, you're saying?
yes, there's more. You can find different ones, but today we are doing dance party.
Okay. Okay.
So
Following you.
what you're gonna do is click on it, and then it'll give you this page where it shows what songs there are and who
So you
sings
mean
it.
let me ask specifically. You mean that now we're gonna be coding and using people's song? Like I see Lady Gaga because I can just identify to that particular one. Where other one? Oh, MC Hammer too. So you can choose any artist that you know and then be able to code against that artist's song. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. They've got even our ears. Yeah. I mean, like MC Hammer. I can see others. I don't. Oh, Madonna. I can see. I know them, but the others I don't know them. But you can carry on.
Okay. So we're gonna do part 2 today. So sorry, part 1. There's 2 parts. We're gonna start at part 1. So you're gonna press start.
Okay.
So it will take you to this video, but you can watch it if you want. I'm gonna skip it.
So you recommend that people do watch it because I'm sure you have done it so many times, so you know it.
Yes.
So they must watch it, but you're gonna skip it for today. Say.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so it's gonna take you here. These are the instructions, the light area. So then after that, you're gonna press OK. The instructions.
Okay. I was gonna ask you if you can explain to us where your screen, what are these? I see a lot of things on your screen currently.
So this is where you're gonna do the code. Sorry. This is where you're gonna do the code. And then here's the toolbox. Here's the workspace, and then here's the toolbox. Okay. So the toolbox will carry different things that, like blocks that the animals can do and where you can put them and what they do. So you can add creatures.
Okay.
And if you carry on with the code, it will send you to where you can, like, where it gives more. It keeps adding every time.
Yeah.
Here is where you'll identify. When you press run, you will see what you have done with the code.
Okay.
Then
I see the song. Okay, yeah.
At the top, it's a selection of songs, and obviously they are in alphabetical order. So some songs might not be here, but there are some songs here. Like, okay. Then once you've selected a song, like I have selected Old Town Road, you're gonna look at the instructions and follow what the instructions are saying. When you are doing the code, you should drag this red block there. So that's what I'm gonna do now.
So how important it is to read the instruction carefully, because I hear you talking about instructions. If I get them wrong, what happens?
If you get them wrong, say you make a mistake, like you add 2 sloths. So then you can, when you press run, nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Right now, it'll accept anything, but when you go on and you don't listen to the instructions, it would correct you. Okay. And here you have a light bulb, 2 light bulbs. So when you're confused and you don't get what you're doing here and you don't understand, you can just hit these 2 light bulbs. It'll ask if you want a hint. You can say yes. So there's 2. Then after that, what you just saw, when it said you can continue, you must press continue. But I don't want to play the loud music again. So.
Let's go back. I want us to go back. You said, I think we go back where you say you can drag one and then you put it in. Then what happens?
After that, when you press run, it will show your code here. So here I wrote, make a new cat at the center. Where the sloth is.
So go slow for me. Go slow for me. It says make a new cat. Can I make another enemy? If you press down on cat, does it show other things that I can do?
Yes, it says that you can choose between a sloth and a cat for now.
Okay.
But as you go on, more creatures will add.
Okay, thank you very much.
So once you have put that code in, where the sloth is where the cat will appear. For example,
Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Okay.
so as you can see, it ended after 4 measures. Not all of the codes will be like that. Not all the levels will be like that, actually. But the measures will go up.
Okay.
Then you press continue. It will take you to level 2 after you press continue.
Okay.
So I would say it's vitally important that you watch this video because it helps you figure out what you're doing. It basically gives you a summary and explains.
Okay.
So I'm going to skip that too. So here, it will give you something like this in your workspace. It'll leave what you did on the first level. Then it says that we should, at the when up pressed button, that means when I press the little arrows, it will indicate for the cats to do something.
Okay.
So you add cats clap. You can choose sides, so they can either clap to the right or to the left.
Okay.
But for now, we'll keep it to the same side.
Okay.
So if you're still confused, when you press a block like this, so yeah, if you press this block, the cat will clap. Once you've done this, it will show you, did you like this puzzle? It is optional if you want to rate it or not. And if you don't really want to, you can just press continue. You don't have to.
So let me just ask now, while you are getting to level number 3. So now you have created the code in level number 1, level number 2, meaning that the cat now is able to do more things. It's not just appearing as what you did. Because in level number 1, what I saw you did was, you said it sets up the new cat must appear. So that is what is currently there. And then from the level number 2, say, when I press up or down or up, yes, it randomly it will clap hands. That's what you said. Is that what the code is created? On your screen in the top here, I see that you've got block, you've got workspace, and you've got show code. Can you press that show code for me? I want to see what happens.
So what will happen is show what you have. When you
so this is the code that historically that people will write if the block code, before block code was developed, meaning that you will have had to write all these things, define exactly where in the x-axis or y-axis this is supposed to be. I wanted just to clarify, this is where coding is helping with maths, because this particular part, exactly like people who have done maths in a higher grade, in higher level, will tell you that there will be X and there will be Y. This tells you exactly the cat will appear on 300X and 200Y. I'm just saying, in some of the parents, this is a very nice way of actually getting your kids to learn maths, because this helps a lot when it comes to the math side of life, when it comes to coding. And thank you very much, Felicity, for showing this for me. Now you can say okay and continue with your own training.
Okay, once you have done that, so it changes to the next level, level 3. As you can see, it's adds another when pressed, but this one is when you press the down arrow. And there are 2 characters here. So it gave us the bears already. So you're gonna add cats because
Okay.
now they want a dance off. So I'm going to add the cats. As I said, you can change the arrows, but I'm gonna keep them the way they are.
Can I
So
ask? Okay, sorry to disturb. I see that on the setup now you've got a bear, meaning that you've got more animals that you have added up into your code. You have ended up a
Yeah.
bear.
yes, there is now 3 animals here. So they added a bear for you.
Okay.
So here, which I did not explain, I am sorry about that. But if you look next to bears do at when up, below when up, it says random. So for random, it tells what dance you can do. So there's the bend, body roll, clap high, etc. So you can do different dances. And yeah, so I'm gonna choose one for each of them to do. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is press run and it'll show my code, but I get to press either the up arrow or the down arrow and it'll do exactly what I told them to do. So if I press up,
Wow.
if I press down.
Wow. Wow, this is interesting. So now you have actually made them to be able to do different things on a press of a button. Same like when I'm playing a game and I press left and then shoot and I play right, it jumps. So now you've created a particular code that if I press up, it's able to do a certain dance. If I press down, the other one does the dance again. Wow, I love that. That's a very interesting one.
Okay, so now we're going to level 4. It will add more stuff like, for example, it might add more animals. As I said before, I think it's very important if you watch the videos because it really helps and there is a learning process in the videos. So if you new to coding, rather watch the videos when it gives it to you. So I'm skipping it right now. So it has given us a bit of a tiny code. So under the setup blocks, there's make a shark at the center. Then there's after 4 measures. What it means by after 4 measures, if I can show you, it's going to be quick. Under it, you add sharks. And it says that the shark should do this or that to the side when after 4 measures. So as you can see here are the measures. And it'll show you what measures they are. So measure 4.
Just because it's over doesn't mean it's really over. And if I think it over, maybe you'll be coming over again. And
Before this code says I can end it, I'm saying that you can change the measures, but I rather won't because the measures are kind of important. So 4 measures, it can be exact to what you're doing, but you can change it if you want to.
Okay.
So then, as I showed you, the measures are here when the shark starts dancing. The reason why the shark didn't do this or that when it hits 4 measures, well, it's because of the beat to the music. Once 4 measures is finished, it will do this or that. So once the measure you've put is finished, it will do what you want it to do.
Okay.
So, yes.
Okay.
After that, yeah, focus on how the numbers change, but he does not do anything until 5.
Just because it's over doesn't mean it's really over. And if I think it over, maybe you'll be coming over again. And I have to get over you all over.
So, like I said, you have a choice to rate how you liked it, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Before I carry on with number 5, is there anyone asking if there's questions? Because I know some
Well-
people will be confused.
Yeah. So I don't know. Do you see any questions on Facebook, Baba? Because that's gonna be your task today, just to help our trainer, because you can see our trainer is very dynamic. She wants to know if people are following. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we currently don't have any questions.
Okay. No comment, no question. So we move on.
No comment, no questions, just likes.
Oh,
Okay,
that's nice. So just please encourage specifically that they can ask questions if ever they need to, so that people know that you are watching and you want to get questions if they want questions. If they have questions.
Yes. Feel free to ask any questions. I will answer them if you're confused.
Excellent. Even if you're not confused.
Yeah. Just if you want to ask a question, feel free to do it, because
Excellent. Siyabonga.
I don't want to leave you guys confused on stuff. And yeah. So moving on, it says that we have to add 6 measures. So we don't have to go through a whole thing of making buttons and stuff, but it gives us 6 measures, but you can just add 6 measures. So as you can see, I'm adding the after 6 measures.
I wanted just to check specifically. Earlier on, you were saying that when you press the button, that up or down. So putting in measures that it help that you don't have to press a button anymore. You can just use measures for it to change
Yes.
direction. Ah, okay. So now I see where measures are working.
So it does it for you. You don't have to keep pressing up, down, up, down. But if you don't mind doing that, it's your choice. But sometimes it won't let you do it. So yeah. So there's a new block you can see in the tool blocks. It's set background effect. So I'm gonna add that to the after 6. What it does is on the first one, it shows what colors you can get. So there's black and white, cool, electronic, ice cream. It's like different shades of colors you can put. So I'm gonna put vintage. Then here it shows different things you can put. So like random, you can do, it'll choose for you. You can do circles, colors, angles.
Fireworks. I see fireworks.
Yeah. So you can choose between which ones you want to do, and they're actually quite cool. So I'm going to put some fireworks, vintage fireworks. And then as soon as you press run, you should watch the measures to see what's happening. Also look at the screen so you know that it's working.
Si el ritmo te lleva a mover la cabeza, ya empezamos como es. Mi música no discrimina a nadie, así que vamos a romper. Toda mi gente se mueve. Mira el ritmo como los tiene. Hago música
I love
que
the fireworks, eh?
el mundo.
New Year's. It's like New Year's. I like the way it's actually so effective, or it's so correct. Like you look at the numbers that you have put there, it then start the action that you've asked to do. So meaning that coding is really, really help us to be very efficient when you're doing things.
So first, I don't know if you can see it or it's just me who sees it, but let's press continue. In the little block here, it says that you can add stuff. So I'm gonna go through the adding first, then show what I see. So it gives you the background effect. You don't have to change it. And as I said, you can if you want to. It's optional. So yes. Then it says that you need to make a new block, use the new block. So you can see there's a lot more blocks than what was there. So the make new block, sure you will know about it. But then there's another make new block. So if you add it, it gives you numbers. You can choose numbers 2 till 20. So I'll choose 12. Then it'll give you some different animals. Now, as you can see, there are more animals. It used to just be sloth, cats, and bears. But now they've added more animals. So there's frogs, pineapples, sharks.
Unicorns.
Yeah. So I'm gonna choose the unicorns. And you can choose which format they're going in. So there's like the border where it goes around. And then there's a circle. I'm gonna keep it as a circle, but there's different ones. When you're doing this code, I'll like you to look through them and see what you can do with them. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it how it is. Then, as usual, I will put the after measure 4. And I'll say, how about all of them do? There's a new all do here. There's forever and once. When you say once, that means like they do one move. Like when you say once, clap once, they will clap once and then they'll stop. But if you say forever and you put clap next to it, they'll clap as long as you change the code. So then for the clap forever, I put all. So that means all of them that are there, but you can choose different ones. So I'm going to leave it as all. As I said, it's optional. You can choose what you want, but I'm going to leave it as all and make them do a double down. So you might see new dances, yes, but like I said before, just look through them when you're doing the code and understand what you're doing. And there's next, previous. So like if I added a code, another after 4 measures, which I'm not going to do, you can say do the previous dance. Or if I add after 4 measures, you can say do the next dance that you have there. So I don't know if I'm confusing anyone or if anyone gets it. So
If I can, I'm getting it as an old person like I am, so I'm sure some other people are listening, they are getting you.
okay, so then the next one is, since I've added all of that, I'm gonna press run. I'm not gonna include these arrows because it takes time getting the measures and getting the right time to clap. So I rather say stick to after 4 measures or how many measures you like. But as I said before, it's optional. So let us see.
Vamos pa la playa, pa curarte el alma. Cierra la pantalla, abre la medalla. Todo. Vamos pa la playa.
It, as you could see, I was wrong after doing that. It says that use new suitable. So the one mistake I made was I didn't put a lead dancer. So sometimes people who have done this before forget and make mistakes. So I would have made a
I
mistake.
like that you know when you're making a mistake, that is normal. You can make a mistake, but you can rectify it too.
Yes. So once you've made a mistake, as I did, it would give you a hint and tell you what you did wrong. So here I'm going to put a pineapple in the middle whilst they're dancing. And then I'll make the pineapple as I added a block that says do forever. I'm going to make the pineapple dab. It's really your choice. I'm not saying you have to do what I do, but it's your choice. But remember that you should follow the instructions. So the instructions are important. Otherwise, you can't get the coding process done. So I'm going to press run.
Vamos pa la playa, pa curarte el alma. Cierra la pantalla, abre la medalla. Todo el mar.
So I don't know if you see, but I'm going to state the fact now because I have heard some of my friends that I taught complaining about it. And so if I play the song, if you look at the pineapple, it is standing on nothing. It's in thin air. And I know that some people don't like usually looking at it, and it sometimes annoys them, but you can't change it because the code won't allow it. So it will stick like that. So I'll play it one more time and you can see what I'm busy talking about. So look right under the pineapple.
Cierra la pantalla, abre la medalla. Todo el mar Caribe, viendo tu cintura, tú le coqueteas.
So has people seen? I don't know if you can just like comment Y for yes or N for no, but like it will be a problem. I understand because I also get annoyed for it, but just remember that that's the way it is and there's no way of changing it, but it's totally fine. I'm already used to it.
And specifically, how much more do we still have to go? Because I'm looking at my time, and I want us to make sure that we guide each other and in terms of when you're going to finish. So I see that you're going to number 7 now.
Yes, but we don't have to reach number 10 because for number 10 it's your free choice. So you get to do what you want. It's your free thing. They give you blocks, you just play around with them. I remember how my first time doing this code, I made a whole setup, like a concert of fireworks and displayed everything. I was going to
ask you that, can you just go faster now to 7, 8, and 9? We want to see what you can do on number 10. And then I think for me, that should be nice to end there. So if you can just go faster, you don't have to explain more and more. You can go faster for number 7 and number 8 and number 9. And then from number 10, you're going to take us in details how to do it.
Okay, so before I can get started on that, because I know some of you might be like those slow typers like me, it's totally normal. But is there any questions right now? So I don't have to go through the stopping and stuff.
Let's do. Any question, any comments?
No questions on my side.
Okay, let's go.
It was just people having trouble with their resolution settings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine, but it's recorded, so they will be able to get if ever they need.
Yes, it's recorded, so you can go back and look at it and remember, oh, that's what I was supposed to do. So, yeah. So I am going to go over 7 and 8 and 9 a bit fast. So let's start. Okay. As you can see, there's a new block. I'm just gonna add it because it already given us everything. Press.
You gotta go and get angry at all of my honesty.
So that code was kind of easy because you just added a block and pressed run. Then for here, they want you to make a tint. So the new block, another new block, you can set the unicorns because, yeah. And then you can choose a color to what they want. So I'm going to put purple and press run.
We go together. Birds of a feather, you and me. We change the weather. Yeah, I'm feeling.
So that just changes the tint of them. So it'll make them purple. So yeah. Okay, so this one is a repeat. So repeat every, let's say, here it gives us already 2 measures. So I'll say all of them should like clap high. Then the unicorn. Let's say, yeah, the unicorn. Sorry, I'm changing. Just the robot should clap high. Then the unicorn just does whatever it wants, like a random thing. So, yeah.
Get on the floor, floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. Starships were meant to fly.
So as you could see that there was the person who sang the song, Nicki Minaj, her name was all over there. Just, it's one of the settings. I don't know if I can get it quickly because I think it's the song names. So yeah. After that, you press finish, continue, then you go on to number 10, where you can make your own code. And this is always my favorite because you can just play with it. Remember, watch the videos, very important. So I just like playing with the codes and all that stuff. So I want to see what they gave us now. So I'm going to play it and see what they gave us.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the...
So you can add on, but knowing me, I might delete like 1 or 2 things. So after 46 measures, I'm going to delete this. So after 5, first let's look at the setup. Apparently there's 10 new dogs in the top row. I want to change that. I want to make it 20 dogs. But not dogs, no. Let's do, how about aliens? And a diamond. So then after 5 measures, I'm going to put the aliens to do star, and then I'm gonna add, so it gives you different stuff like world, where it shows you I don't know how to explain these two because I have never used it myself and I'm too scared to use it and see what's happening because I feel like I'm going to get it wrong. But you can experiment and see with it. So I'm just going to use this after the 5 measures. I'm going to set the background to. So then after every 5 measures, it should change. I'm going to put like tacos and glowing stars. Then choose the color. I'm going to say light. So once you've done that, sure, it gives you other stuff, but it's so long away that I don't want to do like every 2 measures and then, because that's not really nice. After like 29 measures, I doubt we'll still be talking in this state. So I'm just going to change the measure. You can just type the number out like I am. So I'm going to change it to after 6 measures. Change 36 to after 8. So then, like before, I made like a whole video you can make, but I don't want to do it now and waste your time to watch it and all that stuff. So I'm going to keep it plain and simple. So 10, 5, I'm just writing down random numbers and this I can delete. Then let's see what happens. Obviously, I am going to change some of these stuff, so it won't be the exact same thing. So let's begin.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screens, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you?
So as you saw that code, I just realized that
I want to just check something specific. Can you
Mhm.
go to show code again, just for me? I want to see how much code does it got now. Just browse down. So again, I mean, that's the one thing I wanted just to highlight again. All the things that you are doing with the block code, they actually get written in this particular level of code. And as far as I remember, this is JavaScript, yeah? When you look at the code, the way it's being done. Yes, JavaScript code. So typically what a person who code on JavaScript, he will have written this and typed it exactly this movement and the appearance is supposed to be. And they are very important again to note, it's very mathematical in the way it does. And I like it because it actually teaches the child exactly how the maths work in the whole configuration of things. One day, I think working with Leto will show this code and how to write as a code versus a block code. Okay, thank you very much. I can continue.
Okay, so as I just said, I just figured out that this was my code from before, and it was like a whole display video, and I don't want everyone sitting here for so long busy watching the sloths dance and then at the end you just get a kick, but it will waste your time. So I'm going to change one more thing. You can watch, then I'll take it over to the next person, whoever is going.
Okay.
So I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna make the dancers do something after the next measure. So let's say I put here dogs last time. 10 dogs, yeah. Okay, so then I'll make the slots do something. Drop, maybe. Or this or that. Let's do this or that. Forever. And then after that, I didn't change this, so I'm okay with these. I changed this. So let's change it back. 36. So then now, as most of you guys can see, 46. I am writing a very long code. So I just want you to see it. And I want to know in the comments what you think. So leave a like if you think it's kind of cool. If you think it's awesome, you can send a heart. You can comment, but your choice. So then I'm gonna change this to 36 too.
You are even learning emojis later today. That there must be a heart, there must be a comment, and there is like yes, thumb up. Yeah, we are with the young generation, eh? I wish Mzo was here to come and learn. Go back here, Fanela and we will have learned something new here. But at least I'm going to tell him to watch the recording and give us his comment.
The new age hieroglyphics.
So I'm gonna press run and just watch and see what you can create with your own imagination and code.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel this so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screens, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you, 'cause there's a spark in you? You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, you're gonna leave 'em falling down.
So as you can see, just from your imagination, you can create something totally amazing and cool, something you design, and you can even make and think of your own way of creating stuff.
This is really awesome.
Awesome, actually, you just have reminded me. I remember the company I worked for, Microsoft, when I was in the US, they actually had Katy Perry playing. One of the interesting things that I was looking at this, I saw how their song, the song that you were playing actually at the last one, and how the fireworks and all the screens that were happening. Now you just gave me an idea that actually they use the very same way to control the fireworks, to control the music, to control the light, and to start doing fireworks at a certain beat after a certain measure. I've learned something very interesting today, meaning between yourself and Tina-Malaika, you can actually have a very nice, good virtual festival where you can put things together, put some of the lighting, put in some fireworks. I think this is a very interesting thing to learn today. What do you think, Letu?
It's really good because it stimulates the imaginative and the creative part of oneself.
That's
It's really amazing.
Wow, I like the idea actually. And I like the fact that specifically, thank you that you are inviting other people to go and play out there. Make comments in the wall, I mean, in this video. And again, if ever you have done something similar to what Ubabu Pengu did, Ulona Ovus, he watched such a thing, he came up with this Kati Eat, and he actually told us and posted about it. If your child, if yourself, you've been playing with something and you find it very cool, please post something, give us some picture, give us a video of it. Let's casually educate each other. I always like the phrase of each one teach one, meaning I'm responsible to teach another person, and all of us can teach each other, and we can all have an educated nation. Specifically, anything in your last note, anything you want us to advise us and to tell us and say bye-bye? Jessica?
I was wondering if we have any way of asking the people out there to create some code or like take a video of them coding or like their code itself and like show us by posting it, or anyway, do we?
Yeah, we do have that option, specifically. So we are inviting them to do the same, do the code, record it, and then let's go digital page. Let's go digital page on Facebook. Drop it there. And I think we're hosting again specifically next week. We will review some of the things that you will have posted, and she will be showing us even more tricks on other ways of Duplo coding. And Tina-Malaika will, if ever she's available, she will join us. Maybe, who knows, we might have a party, a virtual festival between two of them, utilizing such a code. But specifically, that's correct. We will be able to do it. And Letu will help potentially put together an invite so that people can do it out there. And then next week we'll review with you. You will look at it and then give us your opinion and give us your things. And again, if ever there's any question, please post your questions, post your comment. When specifically come back next week, she will attend to them and she will address them with us. Tina, are you around? I wanted to check Tina to say hello when she's ready, because she will be coming. You are there in Gauteng.
Yes.
I wanted to say your byes so that then you can then give Tina to start with her last slot before we close.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, everyone, keep your imagination. It's such a beautiful thing. Have an amazing week and weekend. Just remember that the people who love you will support you no matter what. I will stop sharing my screen now. Have a great day and week. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you next week.
Wow, thank you very much, Specific. We really appreciate your time. And we know that you are busy with your schoolwork during the week and some of the homeworks in the weekend, but just to give us an hour and a half, an hour, just to be able to talk to you and to teach us, we really appreciate it. And the people that love us, they will always take care of us. And I love that particular part. And we really appreciate it. All the best with your exams for grade 7. Is going to go to grade 8. And I mean, we want to always see you progressing, and up until you even teach us much more advanced things that you can do. And now, Tina, by the way, before you start, Letu, you saying
Basically, get ready for high school.
Yeah, high school in the air will come.
I'll
Tina,
try.
Tina, one thing I wanted to check with you, by the way, which grade are you in? I wanted to check, but I forgot to talk with you more. Hey, Tina.
Oh, that's good grade.
Hi, I'm in grade 9.
You're in grade 9. Wow, that's a big thing.
Wow.
I think the number is big if it's grade 9. Wow, so you're gonna be going to grade 10 next year.
Yes,
Wow,
I
that is
am.
good. So when did you start playing, by the way? When did you start playing the music as a DJ?
I started last year, December only.
Wow.
So it's only been about 7
Wow.
8 months.
Oh, already you're doing it. Doing it already. And then,
Wow.
and by the way, if people want to listen to some of the things that you normally drop on Facebook, where should they look, by the way? I remember I actually once joined your live party.
Facebook, it's a Facebook page and it's called Tina-Malaika, Tinamalaika. And just go like the page and join the page and tune in every Saturday night. I do a live mix.
Wow! So Saturday will never be the same again for some of us, and we'll be able to join a live play by Tina-Malaika. So Tina, I think now I want to hand it over to you. You will have, if you can just take us through until 522, and then from then we will then say our goodbyes. So I'm handing it over to you.
Okay.
Let you, is it me that is cutting, and or is it still continuing on the side?
Network issues.
Oh, why did it have to happen when Tina-Malaika is dropping a very good song, man?
Mm. You know, like I usually say that we are borrowing the network. It's not ours.
We need to start getting our own network, Baba.
Yep. That's a must.
GoDigitalSA must start supplying us with a network. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then, I'm gonna just maybe come up with a way that Tina will get a way of putting her next week on a different line and be able to see and test how we're going to be visible. I'll ask Tina to drop the poster for tonight when she's going to be playing, so that and everybody can join her there, and I could see if ever that line will be much more clear and much more nicer. So we are coming to the end, Baba. We have done even extra than what we have done every time, because basically one can stay more. So what do you want to say as goodbyes?
Just that everybody should stay safe, keep the social distancing. Just as the president said, no kissing. No, I'm kidding.
We got kids today. We got kids today. Yeah. So yes, I think for me, we're still on level 3, good people. I think for me, we just need to really keep all the rules, and we know them. And I'm anticipating that next week the restaurants they're gonna be open, and people will start operating. And I know that the salons, meaning my hair, might be looking different next week, because I'll get a chance to go to a salon and just come up with a style, some very cool thing I can do. So I'm looking forward to next week Saturday. I mean, with spending time with Specific. If you are a parent out there, I would really invite you. On Saturday and Sunday, it's actually all about just taking an hour, sit with your kids or with your family around the computer on Facebook, and then be able to learn something. On Saturday, it's all about coding. And then on Sunday, we actually do Tutu and Sipo, where we talk about stories and talking about cartoons that are African cartoons and African stories. So for the first time, I think your Facebook should be used by yourself with your kids and the family, just to learn something, not permanently, but just for the
And also on Tuesdays, we also have coding sessions that will begin like next week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yes. So Uletu has just made me remember that GoDigitalSA from next week on Tuesday, they're actually going to start a series of your kind of like high coding, meaning that you must have had some experience, and then they're starting to teach you how to code for purpose, how to create things utilizing coding. So look forward to the announcement about Tuesday. And I know again, they'll be dropping another announcement. I don't know how ready they are, but they will be dropping an announcement soon. GoDigitalSA is starting with a virtual readiness for matriculants to write exams. Itala Bank is a sponsor for it, and you are very appreciative of them and the good work they always do in partnership with GoDigitalSA. They're actually dropping a very interesting sessions, an hour every week on Monday, where they're going to take you through how to answer your questions during the exam. They're going to look through your past exams and be able to work out. I know it's going to be live on Facebook, and I know it's going to be recorded for YouTube, meaning that if you miss it, you can still actually be able to go through the video, understand how to answer your maths paper so that you can get maximum results. They've got a very good teachers or teachers who are very experienced. Some of them have actually retired, and they've actually command a very good pass rates on matric because of what they teach their students during the time when they were teaching. So I think for me, just to remind you, tonight, Tina-Malaika is playing. We're gonna be giving you some information on our page. And then secondly, tomorrow is Tutu and Sipo. We are having an African stories, all the cartoon stories with Tutu and Sipo. And then on Monday, there's a matric webinar, where matric preparation for exam webinar, which we're gonna take you through how to answer for maximum marks when it comes to your exams that are coming in October for matriculants. And then the last one is, the other one is on Tuesday. GoDigitalSA, they're actually dropping for the first time the web webinar, which is gonna be looking at the high-end coding skills. And you've got very highly experienced team. They're gonna be teaching people different things on how to do the coding. So I think for me, today we have done a very great job. And I thank you very much, Letu, and thank you very much to Specifically for training us. And Umzo, I'm sure you'll be very jealous for not being able to be with us today. But I know it was for a cause. He had to go and do some very, really critical things. So I'm looking forward to next week, Letu. And I want you to say bye-bye on your side, and I will say bye-bye on my side, and then we can go off.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that we could have Dr. Vusipeng to join us. So because ours was Kombi Suguti. How did he do like eats? I'm just hoping what like some features in here. Yeah, and I hope now I was of home.
Now he got my commitment. He got my commitment. I think we will talk to him. Let's maybe make after Specific next week, the following one, we will then get doctor to come and just show us exactly what he has done and how the experience, how did he put it together. So yeah, I think for me, let's drop it that way. To everybody, thank you very much for joining us on Facebook, and to other people who are going to be watching us later, keep on the love. And I think we're really enjoying this, and we love actually being interactive in this particular way. And we'll let you he normally drop a music when you finish. I wonder if he's ready today, just to drop us with a departing song, just so that the client doesn't be a cut and nothing else. Later, are you ready? Are you gonna give us a music just to say bye?
Yeah.
Please enjoy the first week of July as we're finishing June and getting into July. A saving month, by the way. It's a month that is dedicated to saving, and it's a Mandela month because this is the time that we enjoy and do good and play our part in society and show some love that Mandela could teach us when he was a president, when he was a leader, when he was fighting for freedom, when he was young, in all the way. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. You can drop it, Letu. Waiting for you, Baba.
God, beautiful.
Astro,